Hello, this is Zub Tutorials, and I just wanted to go through more armor techniques. Now this is using the re-topology method. Now I'm just creating a Z-sphere, and then I'm going to select rigging, select mesh, select my mesh here. I then want to move the Z-sphere into the center of the object. Just shrinking it down to get it inside. Then I want to go to edit topology. Shrink my brush down, just makes it a bit easier when creating the points here. I've turned on symmetry as well. I'm just going to build out the topology. I'm going to create like a armor breastplate here. This is a really quick way of making armor, and it's a really effective way as well. Okay, so I'm just putting the points around. Alright, so I've created the outline here, and I'm just going to create and join up points inside now. Give it a nice base mesh to work from. Okay, so now that's complete. Going to adaptive skin and preview. I'm just trying to give the topology or the adaptive skin some thickness now. So raising it up a bit more, preview, and that'll probably about do it. And you go make adaptive skin, make polymesh 3D. And here you have your armor piece. And what I like to do now, depends on what sort of character it is. You can go to the poly group, so like select the outside one, and then go to edge loop, and just select edge loop there. Then go in, and you want to select the middle one again. Make sure you got rid of everything else, and edge loop again. Now what you can do is, if you take the inside, the very inside one again, go to deformation and then inflate that. It gives you a really nice sort of edge to the armor. I'm just messing around with the inflate here, trying to get a nice, as you can see it's got a nice lip there, but I want to give it a little bit more. Gives you a nice sort of futuristic armor look. Okay, so I'm still not happy with that, so I inflate it again. Okay, that's looking better. And when you divide it, you've still got this nice lip around the outside. It gives it a nice kind of, like I say, a futuristic armor. But what we don't want here is all the smoothing. So in a minute we're gonna go in and crease some of these edges to give that lip that we've pushed out from the middle, give it a nice hard edge. And so now we've appended the armor to the original model. You can adjust it with the move brush like I'm doing here. You can just change the shape quite easily. What I'm doing now is I'm going to go in, like I said before, and just crease some of these edges to give it a nice hard edge. Draw size down again. Yeah, I've selected this edge here and go into geometry, crease, and then crease that. That gives you a hard crease along that outside edge. As you can see, it makes it stick out a bit more. So when I give it along this edge as well, I want to crease that. And as you can see, it's got that nice hard edge to it now that we've creased it. Now you could just leave it like that and have the armour like that, or you can crease some of the other corners and give it hard edges in certain corners of the model. So I've got select lasso tool here. I'm going to get rid of this chunk, select what we want, and again crease. It gives you a crease line down there. Divide again to see what effect it has. It's given us a nice hard edge in that middle bit. It kind of breaks up the armour a bit. I'm doing the same again here. Getting rid of the parts that I don't want to crease. You just leave the geometry where you want the crease lines. And each time just going back in and dividing and seeing what effect it has. Okay, I'm just going to crease this corner bit here. Give it a nice sharp edge in that corner. As you can see, it's changing the shape of the armour now. You do get these bits where it does pinch. In certain places where you crease it, you can get pinching, but you can fix that. Basically, you can kind of smooth it, or sort of use your hard polish brush to sort of try and smooth that bit out where it's pinching. Just like smoothing it and flattening it down a bit. And I've gone through this quite quickly, but you can take more time when you're doing your topology and have your sort of vertices in a better position of where you want your creases. Obviously here I've just gone through it quite quickly. But you can, even afterwards, use your move brush to move those points around. Okay, I'm just going to crease this corner here as well. Same method again, and crease. Divide it up, see what it looks like. Okay, again I'm just trying to smooth these corners out here using the H polish brush. And more H polish brush, trying to get rid of those bits where it's pinching. If I had my topology sort of in a bit better positioning, I might not get so much creasing, but as I say, I just kind of made it up on the fly. Again, just moving around, trying to define the shape a bit better. And obviously you can make up lots of these panels all over your character, all little sections, and there's a really good way of building up armour on a character. Alright, I think that about wraps it up for this one. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.